Welcome, thank you for joining me today. For today's yoga practice, we'll be working with a yoga block. So I have the yoga practice using a block. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You can still do this practice without it. We'll begin seated. Find your comfortable seated position. You may choose to sit on a prop to help elevate your pelvis, tilt the pelvis forward. If you find sitting cross-legged is not very comfortable for your back, or if your knees are higher than your hips, or if you start to lose your lumbar curve, it is a good idea to sit on something. If you don't have a prop available, or if you'd rather sit with the legs straight or kneeling, that's okay too. So sitting in your comfortable position, close your eyes. Lengthen your spine, sit as tall as you can. Bring your attention to your breath. No need to change it in any way, just notice the breath. Notice how the inhale flows into the exhale. The exhale flows into the inhale. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Now as you're breathing, think breathing in as you inhale. Think breathing out as you exhale. Inhale, think breathing in. Exhale, think breathing out. Continue a few more rounds. Fairly simple technique, but it's a very effective one. It's helping you to bring more awareness to the breath. You breathe more deeply, and it gives your mind something to pay attention to. It can be a good way to quiet the mind, or to calm you down if you're feeling a little anxious or nervous, or if you're having trouble sleeping. This can be a simple technique to use, just thinking breathing in as you inhale, thinking breathing out as you exhale. After your next exhale, just let that go. Open your eyes. As you inhale, take your arms up overhead. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, turn your palms down. Bring your fingertips out to the sides. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, take the arms up overhead, looking up. Exhale, arms down, chin toward the chest. Getting the neck moving, getting the shoulders warmed up. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take your arms up overhead. On this exhale, take your arms back behind you. Take a hold of your right wrist. Bring your arms a little bit to the left and tilt your head. Body stays straight, so you're not leaning, you're just tilting your head. Straighten out, take an inhale. On your exhale, come forward. If you'd like to change the arms, that's fine. You can bring your hands in front instead if you prefer. Coming up on your inhale, take your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Keep your hands together at your heart and just switch your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. Take your hands to your knees. Bring your chin to your chest. As you inhale, expand the belly, the ribs, lift your head, lift your shoulders, hold your breath. Exhale, shoulders relaxed, chin to chest, draw the belly in gently. Inhale, belly expands, ribs expand, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, shoulders relaxed, chin to chest, draw the belly in gently. One more like that, inhale. And exhale. Arms go out to the sides, inhale. On your exhale, keep the palms facing up until your arms are shoulder height, and then release and bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Bring your hands to touch if you can. Exhale, shoulder height, palms up, and release, chin to chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms up, palms down, chin to chest. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time like that. Arms back up on the inhale. On your exhale, take your arms behind you, hold your left wrist, draw your arms a little bit to the right, tilt your head to the right. Bring your head up, keep a hold of your wrist, take an inhale. On your exhale, come forward, switch the arms if you like. Coming up, inhale, take your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands together at your heart, extend your legs. Sit up as tall as you can. Bring your hands just next to your hips for a moment. Give yourself a little bit more length here. Legs are straight. Keep the back nice and long. Bring your hands flat to the floor. Dandasana. If you're able to stay upright here, bring your hands to your heart. If you find you start to lean back, or if the lower back starts to round back, just take your hands back down. If you need to, you can even take your hands behind you just to give yourself a little more lift here, a little bit of a boost. Takes a little bit of core strength actually to sit up tall here in Dandasana with the legs straight. Take an inhale. On your exhale, twist and right. Coming back to center, inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. On your exhale, softly fold forwards. Now as you inhale, lifting the heart, lift the gaze, and come up. Bend your knees. Take your block between your legs if you're using the block, just above the knees. We'll just turn sideways here. We'll be coming onto our backs in a moment. So you can take your hands behind your knees, slide your feet in, and lift into boat pose. Calves parallel to the floor. If you can, take the shoulders back and lift the heart. Keep hanging on here if you like, or you can release your hands. Take your feet down, keep the block between your legs. Reach your arms out in front, take an inhale. On your exhale, rolling down, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Keep the block between your legs. Take your arms down to the mat by your sides, palms on the mat. As you inhale, roll toward the tailbone, arch your back. Exhale, press your lower back into the floor, just pelvic tilts. Inhaling toward the tailbone. Exhale, press the lower back down. One more like that. Neutral spine, lift your feet, keep the block between your legs. Knees are over the hips, bring your hands onto your legs. As you inhale, move your legs away just until the arms are straight. Exhale, knees back over the hips. It's not a very big movement. Inhale, move the legs away just until the arms are straight. Exhale, knees over the hips. Inhale, so your arms aren't pushing your legs here. Exhale, your hands are just lightly touching your legs just as a guide. Inhale, move away. Exhale, knees over the hips. So you're not bringing the knees in too close. Inhale. Exhale. One more time like that. Feet to the mat. Take the block. Take your arms overhead. Extend your legs. Give yourself a nice big stretch here. Feel the stretch in the abdominals as well. Bend your knees. Block back between the legs. Arms are down by your sides. So we'll take that a little bit further now, starting with the pelvic tilt and then lifting up into bridge. So as you inhale, roll toward the tailbone. As you exhale, press your lower back down. Inhale, lift. Come up into bridge pose. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, roll toward the tailbone. Exhale, press the lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhaling, roll toward the tailbone. Exhale, press the lower back down. Inhale, lift, and stay here for a moment. So working with a block and bridge is great. It helps to activate the inner legs a little bit more, and it prevents you from letting the knees splay open here. Take an inhale, maybe lift a little higher. As you exhale, come down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Take the block, place the block off to the side, bring your knees together so the insides of your legs are touching. Arms go open, inhale. On your exhale, take your knees to the left. Bring your knees up, inhale, exhale to the right. Coming back up. Keep your knees together, take your arms down by your sides. As you inhale, lift your hips so the legs are together now, squeezing the legs together, just like we did when we had the block between the legs and you were squeezing the block. So now the legs are squeezing together. Lift your right foot and just extend, but keep the knees together. So the leg isn't going up, you're just extending it forward. Lower your hips, bring your right knee into your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, extend your left leg if you like. You can keep the knee bent if that feels better. Bend your left knee if it's straight. Reach for the outside of your right foot and come into half happy baby. So the knee is coming toward the outside of the body. Right or left leg can stay bent here, or take an inhale. On your exhale, slide the left leg out. Left hand to the hip, and that'll just help you to keep the hip down a little bit. Bending the left knee if it's straight. Bring your right knee back into your chest. Take your right foot down to the mat. Bring your knees together so the insides of the feet are together, feet on the mat. Inhale, lift. Stay there so the legs are touching. Extending the left leg, keep your knees together. Lower down, bring your left knee into your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, slide the right knee out if you want to. You can keep the right knee bent if that feels best. Bending the right knee if it's straight. Reaching for the outside of your left foot and moving into half happy baby. If this isn't suitable for you, you can just stay with knee to chest instead. Right hand to the hip, inhale. Exhale, if you'd like to go there, you can extend the right leg. Bending the right knee if it's straight. Left knee back into your chest, left foot down to the mat. Take your feet to the edges of your mat, open your arms out wide, take an inhale. On your exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. One more each side. Inhale, exhale, center, inhale, exhale to the right. Bring your knees up, bring your feet back in, knees into your chest. Hugging the knees, you can rock or circle the knees, whatever you'd like to do here. Option to roll to your side and make your way up, or you can just roll yourself up to seated. From here, we'll come to table pose, to hands and knees. So we'll start the movement with an exhale. So neutral spine, take an inhale. On your exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift the heart, take your right leg out behind you. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower down. Inhale, push up. Curl it in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take it down, round the back. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Curl it in, exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower your knee, round your back. Inhale, lift the heart, right leg goes back. Exhale, lower down. Pushing up, inhale. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take it down, round. Inhale, lifting the heart, left leg. Exhale, bend the elbows. Pushing up, inhale. Curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take it down, round your back. Right leg, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Take it down, exhale, round. Left leg, inhale. Exhale. Push up, inhale. Curl it in. Inhale, extend. Take it down, exhale, round the back. We'll add on to this one. Inhale, lift the heart, right leg goes back. Exhale. Push up, inhale. Curl it in. Inhale, extend. On your exhale, sweep your leg over to the right and come up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it over. Both arms up on your inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bring your right knee back in. Hands come down to the mat. Inhale. Rounding up. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Left leg back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pushing up. Curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take it over. Coming up. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, over. Both arms up on your inhale. Exhale, bring your knee back down. Hands come down to the mat. Take an inhale. And your exhale, round back into child's pose. Come back up into gate pose. Option this time, you can use your block for this. So the block under the left knee, if you would like to use the block here. If you have a wooden block, then I would recommend not using it here for this. You want to make sure you have a nice soft, softer foam type of block for this one. So using the block here is optional. If you don't have a block, that's fine. We'll just come back into gate pose. Right leg goes out to the side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. So using the block gives us a little extra height here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, take your hands down to the mat, bring the right knee in. Switch sides if you're using the block. So the block goes under the right knee. Left leg goes out. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, over. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, take both hands down, bring your knee down, and take the block away. Slide your block under or between your legs so it comes between your feet. And from there, make your way onto your belly. If you have a wooden block, again, I wouldn't recommend it here for this one. It might be a little bit too heavy. If you have a foam block, then you can use it here. coming onto the belly. So the block is between your feet. Fingers are in line with the shoulders. On your next inhale, coming up into Cobra. You don't need to go up very high. Listen to your body. Coming down on an exhale. Take your chin to the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your legs, squeezing the block with your feet gently. Inhale the legs down, relax, exhale. Inhale, coming up into Cobra. Exhale. Let's move with the breath. Inhale, lift the legs, keep the chin down. Legs down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Exhale down. Chin down, legs lift, inhale. Legs down, exhale. Inhale, coming up, Cobra. Exhale down. Chin stays down. Inhale, lift the legs. Exhale down. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling into Cobra. Exhale down, chin down. Legs lift, inhale. Legs down on your exhale. Keep the block between your feet. Reach your arms back behind you. On your inhale, lift upper and lower body if you can, and hold. Exhale, relax. Hands under the forehead. Internally rotate the legs so the toes turn in. The toes are touching the block. Heels move away from the block. And now from here, slide the block under the top of your left foot. So the left foot is on the block. Right toes are tucked under. If you don't have a block here, that's okay. You don't have to use the block for this one. Arms go out to the sides. Actually, arms go down by your sides, sorry. On your next inhale, lift the upper body. On your exhale, lift your right arm, twist and look up. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting the upper body, hands are down. Then exhale, lift the right arm, turn and look up. Inhaling center. Exhale, down. One more, inhale. Exhale, turn and look up. Inhaling center. Exhale. Shift the block over so it's under the right foot. Tucking the left toes under if you're using the block. Hands are on the mat. Inhale, lift the upper body. On your exhale, turn and look up toward the left arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn and look to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, relax. Take the block between your feet once again. Slide your hands under your forehead. Bring your hands into Cobra position, forehead to the floor. On your inhale, roll to the nose, the chin, the chest. Lift your hands. Bring your hands back down, but don't come any higher. Stay there and lift your legs. Block between the feet. Lift your hands if you like. Exhale, the hands and the legs come down. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Hands under the forehead, relax. Bend your knees, windshield wiper. Legs to the mat, pushing yourself up to your knees and into child's pose. Extend your arms forward. Come forward on an inhale, tuck your toes under, down dog on your exhale. Look forward and slowly make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold. Coming up on your inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feet hip distance apart. Make sure your legs are strong. Inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, over to the right. Take a breath. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, we'll go the other way. Inhale, right arm up. Over to the left. Exhale. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, release. We'll go back over to the right. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, take it over. You can stay as you are, or you can wrap your right arm behind your back here. Look up a little bit more toward the elbow. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. You're breathing as you're holding that. Don't hold your breath. Inhale. Exhale, over to the left. Left arm can stay down, or you can wrap it behind your back. Maybe open it up a little bit, look up toward the elbow if that feels okay for your neck. Coming up, inhale, exhale, release. Take the block out in front of you. Bring it to the medium heights. There's 3 heights for the block. We have the lowest, the medium, and then the highest height. So take it to the medium height. Take an inhale, reach up. On your exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Take the block under your hands. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, push down into the block and slowly straighten your legs as much as you can here. Bend your knees. Slide your elbows up to your knees. Walk your hands up your legs. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Bring the block to its highest height now. Bend your knees. Bring both hands onto the block. So if you don't feel really steady here with the block, then just set it aside and you can just work from this position, a standing position, and just tipping forward into Warrior 3 instead. And if you're not using a block, you can do that. Hands on the hips and just tipping forward. If you're using the blocks are a little bit unsteady, so it gives you that little bit of instability, helping you to work on the stabilizers. So holding on to the block with both hands, and again, if you don't really feel comfortable with it here, don't use it. Bend the knees, shift your weight into your right foot, lift your left foot, and then extend both legs. Heart is lifted here. Bending both knees. Straighten your legs for a moment. Bend the knees once again. So you can again do this from a standing position. If that didn't feel really comfortable, just take your hands on your hips. The right leg can go back behind you and you can just tip into Warrior 3 that way. Otherwise, hands are on the block. Take a nice deep bend in the knees to start with. Shift into your left foot. Lift your right leg up behind you, straightening both legs. Bending both knees. Straighten your legs for a moment. Leave the block where it is. Take an inhale, slide your hands up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down into your feet, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So leave the block where it is for a moment. Bring your right knee up to your chest and just hold. Extend your right leg out in front. Take your right foot down. Go to the other side. Bring the left knee up. Extend out in front, left foot down. So you can do that same thing, simple knee up balance, or if you'd like a little more challenge, we'll use the block. Left foot comes onto the block. Bring your hands to your hips to start. Come to the toes of the right foot. So this might be enough. You might just want to play with lifting and lowering the right foot here. Or if you feel steady, bring the right knee up to your chest. Release, extend your right leg forward, and then release, stepping off the block. Switching sides if you're using the block here. Left or right foot comes onto the block. So come into it slowly, just come to the toes of the left foot, hands on the hips. Stay there if you like, or start to bring the knee up. Extend the left leg forward and take it down, stepping off the block. Block comes back out in front of you. So we'll be coming into a wide leg fold. So all face front. You can turn sideways on your mat here if you like. So then you want to take the block over to the side of your mat. So the block is in front of you. Take your legs out as wide as you can, toes pointing forward. We'll be coming forward with the hands on the block. If you can reach the floor without bending your knees, then you don't need to use the block here. You can just take your hands to the floor. 3 heights to the block. Remember that. This is the lowest height right now. You can use the medium or the highest height. If you can't reach the block without bending your knees, then you can do this in a standing position instead. You can bring your feet in, hands at the heart, and as you inhale, the right arm goes out, exhale in, and then left. So you can do a standing alternating prayer breath instead if you can't come forward without bending the knees. It's important that your knees can stay straight here. So legs wide if you're going there, hands to the hips. Take an inhale. On your exhale, coming forward. So use the block unless you can reach the floor without bending your knees. On your next inhale, lift your right arm. Follow the back of your hand for as long as you can. Keep the hand pulled back. Exhale, bring the right hand back down. Other side, inhale. Left arm, follow the back of your hand. Exhale, take the left hand down. Right side, inhale. Exhale. Left arm, inhale, pull the hand back. Exhale, take it down. Inhale to the right. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. So you're trying to follow the back of your hand here. Inhale, right arm up. Last one. Exhale, take it down. Other side, left arm, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Bring your hands to your hips, come up halfway, inhale, stay there, exhale, and then come all the way up, pressing into your feet. Heel toe your feet in. Come to stand at the top of your mat. In Tadasana, bring your hands together to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment, take a couple of breaths. Have your block in front of you, in front of your mat. Take an inhale, reach up. On your exhale, fold forwards. Lift the heart, inhale, flat back. On your exhale, fold and step your left foot back. So you're into this low lunge with the hands on the mat. Make sure you can reach your block here. Bring your block to the medium height. Step onto your right foot and lift the left leg. So we'll come into standing split. Even if you're comfortable not using the block here, if you can have your hands on the floor, try using the block. It gives you a little bit of an unsteady surface. Bending both knees, step your feet together, straighten your legs, and fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale. Coming up on your inhale. Hands to the heart on your exhale. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back. So you're into this lunge. Take your hands onto your block. So even if you can reach the floor, use the block here. Block is at the medium height, stepping onto the left foot, lifting the right leg. If you'd rather keep the right foot down, that's always an option here as well. Step your feet together, straighten your legs and fold. You can use the block if you like. Inhaling, lift the heart. Exhale. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a breath. And bring your right knee up to your chest. Open it into tree pose. Doesn't matter how high the foot is here, just don't have it right against your knee. So it can be below the knee or above the knee. Bring your hands together at your heart. Turn your knee forward, extend, and bring your feet together. Give your legs a shake. Go to the other side, left knee up. Open it into your tree pose. Don't worry about the height of your foot. Try to have the same height on both sides if you can. Hands together at the heart. Turn your knee forward, extend, and feet together. Shake it out. So you can do that same thing, or if you'd like a little more challenge, we'll use the block. Block under the left foot. If you're not really comfortable with this, but you'd like to try it, you can go to a wall. So you have the wall there to support you in case you're not able to maintain your balance here in this one. So same thing, starting slowly. So just coming to the toes of the right foot. Then if you feel steady, bring the right knee up and open it into your tree pose. Bring your hands together at your heart. Turn your knee forward, extend, take it down, step off the block, and we'll switch sides. So right foot comes onto the block if you're using it. Start with hands on hips, come to the toes of your left foot, bring the knee up, and open into your tree pose. Take your time, find your stability. Hands to the heart if that feels okay. Turn your knee forward, extend, and take it down. Step off the block. Place the block at the front of your mat. Take an inhale, reach up. On your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold. If you'd like to use the block for the forward fold, that's fine. Inhale, press down into your feet and come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. On your exhale, bend your knees, come to chair pose. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, twist to the right. Wrap your right arm behind your back, or you can just bring your hand to your hip. Left hand comes to the left leg, or if you like, the left hand can come to the shoulder. Facing the front, take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. The block is there if you'd like it. Lifting the heart, inhale. Exhale, fold. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bending the knees. Take an inhale. On your exhale, come to a twist. So you can stay here, right hand on the leg, left hand on the hip. You can wrap the left arm back, right hand can come to the shoulder. A few different options there. Don't twist so far that you start to poke the right knee way out past the left knee here. It's okay if your knees aren't completely level, but you want to avoid going too far and sticking the right knee out way past the left knee. Back to center, take an inhale. Exhale, fold over your bent knees and then straighten the legs. If you're unable to reach the floor, just use the block. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold. Coming up on your inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Option now to play with half moon pose. So we did a warrior 3 using the block with the block at its higher height. We did standing split with the block at the medium height. If you like now, we can move into half moon using the block. If you're not comfortable with half moon, if you don't even know what half moon is, that's okay. You can just come back into standing split or into warrior 3. You can go back to here, coming from standing, if that's where you'd like to go with this. So half moon, I'll just demonstrate what that looks like. I'll just turn sideways. If you're comfortable without the block, use the block here anyways. It gives you, again, that little bit of an unsteady surface. It's a whole different experience using a block like this for half moon. Even when you're used to just doing it with the floor, gives you a whole different experience when you use the block. So the 3 different heights of the block, I'll use the lowest height here. So for half moon, I'll cue you into this in a moment. I'm just going to show you what half moon looks like if you don't know what half moon is. So for half moon, one leg will lift and you open up to the side. So I'll cue you into it, but that's what it looks like. That's where we're going. If you don't want to go there, don't go there. So block is in front of you. Choose the height of the block that you'd like to use here. Take an inhale, reach up. Your exhale, bend your knees. Come into chair pose. Take your hands to the block. So we'll start with just standing split. Both hands on the block. Shift into your left foot, lift your right leg. You can stay there, or you can start to open to the right. Right hand can come to the hip. And then if you're feeling steady, the right arm can reach up. Coming back down, bending your knees, and straighten the legs. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Come up, inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bending the knees. Into chair pose. Take your hands to the mat or to the block. So if you'd like to just stay there, you can stay there. From here, you can lift the left leg. Maybe just stay there. If you're feeling steady, or you'd like to try half moon, right hand to the hip, or left hand to the hip, sorry, opening up to the left. Keep the lifted legs strong. That'll give you a little more stability. Bring your feet back together, straighten the legs. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Coming up on your inhale, hands to the heart on your exhale. Take a couple of breaths. Set the block over to the right side of your mat. I'll be using it in a moment. Take an inhale, reach up. On your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, step back into down dog. Come up higher into your toes, take your knees down to the mat. We're going to work on pigeon pose using the block. So even if you're quite comfortable in pigeon pose, try the block here. It'll give you a different experience than without the block. So just set the block off to the right side as we set up. Slide your right knee forward, angle the lower part of your leg out a little bit. Take the block, slide it under your right hip, slide the left leg back until you're sitting on the block. You can play with the angle of the front leg here. You can bring the leg a little bit further forward if you like. Notice how that feels. Adjust the position of the block here if you need to for comfort. Once you feel pretty good there, you can start to make your way forward if you like. If you'd rather stay upright, that's fine. So using the block here is helping to bring the right hip up a little bit. So it's helping you to bring the hips a little bit more toward being square, and you don't have to use any effort to do that, the block is doing it for you. So it's getting you a little bit deeper into the pose, just giving you a whole different experience in Pigeon Pose. Coming up, we'll make our way on to the other side. So slide the right knee back, shift the block over to the left, slide your left knee forward. Take your time, so take the block under the left hip, work the right leg back so that you're kind of sitting on the block here, and you can play with the angle of the front leg there if you like. Notice how that feels. If the block doesn't really feel comfortable there, just shift the position a little bit so you can find a position where it does feel comfortable. And you can stay upright if you're enjoying that stretch, or you can slowly come forward. If you stay a little bit more upright, you might get a little more into the hip flexors on the right leg here. Notice where you would like to go with this pose. Coming up, sliding the left knee back, set the block off to the side for a moment, take your hands a little bit forward, tuck your toes under, come into down dog, move the legs around for a moment. You can pedal the heels or three-leg dogs, whatever you'd like to do, fire hydrant if you want to. Come to seated, so you can slide your knees up towards your thumbs and either shift your feet over to one side or cross your ankles and roll back if that's something that you like to do. So legs out in front, take your legs out wide. You may want your block in front of you here for this, you may not. Give yourself a little boost, take an inhale. On your exhale, slowly come forward, so you might want to come down to the block. If you can get down to there, you can have the block on the medium height if that's better for you, or if you're able to, you can come all the way down to the floor. Coming up, bring your legs in, give a shake. Inhale, reach forward, lift up. Exhale, coming forward, straight legs, straight spine, lengthen and hold. Take an inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, maybe you can come a little further. Walk your hands back, bend your knees, wrap around, hold a wrist, pull yourself forward. Come onto your back, make sure your block is handy. So we'll be coming into a supported bridge pose. If you don't have a block, or if you have a wooden block and it's not going to be very comfortable under your back, then you can just come into bridge pose for a few breaths and come down and rest and do that again, or you can just go up once into bridge pose, stay for a few breaths and then come down. If you're using the block, we'll be staying for a little bit of time in this supported bridge pose. So if you don't have a block, you can just play with bridge pose, go up for a few breaths, come down, rest, go back if you want to. Or another option for you, if you'd like to relax your back and your hips, your feet can come out as wide as your mat and you can drop the knees in and you can just stay there and rest and relax and let your back relax, let your hips relax. So that's another option if you don't have a block, or if you're not interested in going into supported bridge, you can come into this position here. If you're going into supported bridge, remember there's the 3 heights to the block, the lowest, the medium, and the highest height. So make sure you choose the height that feels right for you here. Lift your hips and slide the block under. So on the lowest height of the block, this is a nice, not too intense version of bridge pose. So if that's what you'd like to do, go there. You can come into this one on the lowest level of the block and just rest. If you'd like to a little bit more of a back bend, you can tip the block to the medium height. Make sure that the block is not under your lumbar spine. That is really important. You want the block under your pelvis, not under the lumbar spine. So this is a medium height. If you're good there, you can go there. If you'd like to go to the highest height, come up onto your toes, turn the block to the highest height, place it under the pelvis, and then bring your heels down. Make sure the knees stay in line with the hips here, so you're not splitting the knees open. And relax. So the arms can be down by your sides if you'd like to. The arms can go overhead. So finding your position here, you don't need to be up on this highest height. The medium or the lowest height is perfectly fine. Do what feels appropriate for you. And once you're into your pose, just close your eyes. Let the block support you. And relax. And breathe. Feel your breath. Be here for a few breaths. If you'd like to come out sooner, that's perfectly fine. It's always up to you to do that. Stay a little longer if you can. If you'd like to come out, that's fine. Coming out slowly, and lift your heels. Take the block out, and when you come down, keep the heels lifted. Come down nice and slow. So you're rounding down one vertebra at a time, no rush. Once your tailbone's down, you can lower your heels. Stay still, relax. Take your block, if it's handy, slide it between your legs. Arms go open to the sides. Bring your knees up towards your chest. Take an inhale. On your exhale, knees to the left, but not all the way. Inhaling center. Exhaling right. Inhale. Left exhale. Inhale center. Exhale right. We'll go back to the left and we'll stay there. Inhaling to center. Exhale, knees go to the left. Once your knees land, your head can turn right if you like. If the left knee comes down, see how it feels to keep your feet lifted here. Turn your head to center if you've turned your head to the right. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, let the knees go to the right. Once your knees are in their final position, then you can turn the head left if you like. Knees back up to center. Take the block out, set the block off to the side, hug your knees. Hands on the knees, keep your knees together, circle clockwise, counterclockwise. Hug the knees, you can stay there or you can reach for your feet and come into happy baby if you like for a moment. Knees to chest. Reach for your feet if you can. Take an inhale. On your exhale, curl up, bring your nose to your knees. Tuck into ball pose. If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. Hug the knees, and if this bothers your neck, just keep your head down. Relax. Feet to the mat. Find your comfortable position. Knees can stay bent, or you can extend your legs into Shavasana, into corpse pose. Finding the position that's comfortable for you. I always take a little time to settle in, wiggle a little bit, make sure my shoulders feel comfortable and relaxed, make sure my lower back feels comfortable. If your lower back feels not so comfortable, you can try tilting the pelvis or pressing the lower back down for a moment and then coming to a neutral spine. So take a little time to settle in, no rush. Once you've found your comfortable position, stay still, let everything go, breathe, relax. If your mind feels a little bit busy, go back to what we did at the beginning of this practice. Inhale, breathing in, exhale, breathing out. That can help you to settle. Even just doing that for a couple of rounds and then letting that go, that can help you to settle in to Shavasana. Attention back to your breath, to your body. Let your breath deepen and lengthen. Stay still. Take a nice, deep, nourishing breath. Bring it all the way down deep into the lungs. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale deeply. Bring your breath all the way down deep into the lungs. Pause and hold. Exhale all the way out. Allowing movement into your body, your fingers, your toes. If it feels good to stretch, go ahead and stretch. When you're ready, roll to your right side. Stay for a moment there, knees up towards the chest. Help yourself up to seated. Sitting up with your eyes closed, hands on the knees, spine is long, chin to the chest. On your inhale, expand the belly, the ribs, lift the head and shoulders, hold your breath. Exhale, shoulders relaxed, chin comes back to the chest, draw the belly in at the bottom. Inhaling, belly expands, ribs expand, lift the head and shoulders, hold. Exhale, shoulders relax, draw the belly in at the bottom. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Your head to a neutral position, hands together at the heart. Let your thumbs rest on your sternum. Take a few breaths. Feel your breath under your thumbs. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.